Neighbors helping neighbors now.
Virginia Beach-based Operation Blessing International is heading to North Carolina to help with some of the devastation.
13 News Now reporter Amanda Rowley was in Virginia Beach today as trucks of supplies were loaded up and headed to our friends down south.
These Operation Blessing trucks are jam-packed full of volunteer and victim disaster relief supplies. They're loaded with everything from food, water, dehumidifiers for flooded homes, you name it. Now, there are 2 disaster relief teams pre-staged in anticipation of the storms. We got to take a look at the warehouse where they were quickly loading up those supplies today.
The Chesapeake Operation Blessing warehouse looked busier than a beehive today. Volunteer crews quickly loading up disaster relief supplies onto several trucks in anticipation for the worst after Hurricane-Florence. By the bucket loads, volunteers jam-packed trucks with food, water bottles, dehumidifiers, construction, and emergency supplies.
Operation Blessing is getting ready for when we make a final decision as to where we end up.
Senior Director of Operation Blessing, Anthony Lloyd, says the trucks are ready to deploy to either eastern North Carolina or eastern South Carolina, where the states intersect at the coast.
We want to make sure when we go into an area, there's a significant amount of individuals that need assistance. So that way when we set up, we can help them clean their houses. We can help them get food and water.
Once they get there, volunteers will begin providing cooked meals out of their mobile kitchens or help people gut out homes that flooded. The mobile kitchens can serve thousands of meals, but it couldn't be done without these volunteers.
Time is not a renewable resource, so when someone donates their time to us, that's a precious commodity.
Operation Blessing tells me they already have a crew. They've moved them to Raleigh. They are ready to go and move whenever that call comes in to respond to those hardest hit areas. Amanda Rowley, 13 News Now.